How's it going, everybody? I hope you're doing alright. It's fatigued here. I'm just after getting out of the bed. Does that does that ever happen to yous? Does that ever happen to yous? You wake up at 11 o'clock and you go over to the window and you pull the curtains and you look out and it's absolutely pissing rain, like. So you go back to bed, like, and you fall back asleep straight away and you don't get up again till 4 o'clock in the evening. And when you get up and you're walking around and you don't know where you are, you get hit with a a terrible case of the munchies. A terrible case of the munchies. Does that ever happen to you people? Does it not? Like, 'cause, like, it happens to me sometimes, do you know? Do you know what I mean? Like, anyway, lads, I'm going to make. People are saying, Spatik, you're a great man. Your last video was very successful. It had 70 something views in 24 hours. And they were saying, you're a great fella for talking about the World Cup, which is the most important event in the world. Otherwise, it wouldn't be called the World Cup. And like they were saying, what are your predictions for the match? The match tonight between Morocco and France. Like, so I'm going to give you my prediction now, right? This is how it's going to go down, and I want you to remember that Spatiked is the one who predicted it. All right, right. What's going to happen? Right, in normal time, it's going to be Morocco 1 and France 1, right? And then it's going to go to extra time now, and the Moroccans are going to defend like crazy. And the French are going to keep attacking, but they won't be able to get a goal. They might hit the post a few times, but they won't score. All right, and then it'll go to penalties, and the French are going to battle it on penalties, and the Moroccans are going to win the match then and go to the final against Argentina and your man Messi. Uh, I wonder. Yeah, I've often wondered, like Messi, like is he called Messi, like because like he's not very tidy. He's kind of like kind of like Messi. Is that why he's called Messi? Is that why his nickname is Messi? Do you know what I mean? Like, um, yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, Morocco, like, I want to talk about this guy, the goalkeeper. Like, he's been, like, he could get, he could get player of the tournament, and it's not very often that a goalkeeper, will get player of the tournament. Usually, it's a striker, and like he plays for Sevilla in La Liga, and his name is I have it written down here. Yasine Bounou. Yeah, Bounou. Some people call him Bono, but that's very confusing because then you mix him up with the humanitarian fella with the sunglasses, who's into the music and who's into all sorts of globalist stuff, and I don't think that'd be fair on the Moroccan goalkeeper, if people started mixing him up with Bono, Bono from U2, that wouldn't be fair, like. So yeah, that's it, lads. Now I don't want you commenting after the match tonight saying, oh, France, let's say for example France win 7-0 or something like that, and you're all having a laugh at Spatik. I'm telling you, lads, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I don't see any way for France to get through to the final. 1-1 in normal time, and 0-0 in extra time. Then it'll go to penalties, and Morocco will win it on penalties. I'm telling you, lads. Do you know what I mean? Like, now, you know what I mean? If you start sending me messages before the match saying, France is going to annihilate them and all this, it'll be egg on your face at when the ref blows the final whistle, after the penalties. It'll be egg on your face. By the way, lads, I'm trying to peel an orange here, and the skin is fierce, it's fierce, tough and leathery on the orange, And I was thinking to myself, like, wouldn't it be great if you had some sort of peeler for oranges? You could use a sort of electric, automatic orange peeler, that would peel it so you wouldn't have to peel it yourself, Or you could put an ad in the paper, wanted someone to peel me orange. Must Must arrive today because I want the orange today. Actually, I want the orange before 6 o'clock in the evening. So could you come and peel the orange and you get paid a few quid for it, or even, do you know what would be even better if there was a machine that you could just throw the oranges into it and it'd squeeze the juice out of the oranges. Because all I really want is the juice. I don't want the pulp. Do you know? It'd be great if we had a machine like that. Anyway, lads, that's it. I don't have any nasty comments, all right? I don't have any nasty comments. Morocco's going to make it through to the final. They're going to make it through to the final. All right, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.